course is...
The golf course is fantastic.
The whole course is supposed to be brown. It's green. And that's what is actually shocking everybody.
We just pray that they will have a captain that will continue with what this captain is doing.
Peter has beat me to it. We both became captain about the same time. But if there are going to be any award for best captain, I'm sure he will win. How do you put it now? Countback does not count in this one.
This is the story of a man who came, saw, and conquered. Certainly, one of the most iconic leaders that this race brings to mind is none other than Peters Omaruaye, the outgoing two-term captain of Ogunu Golf Resort. Peters Omaruaye and his exco played a critical role in the events that shaped and changed the narratives of Ogunu Golf Resort today. He is the charismatic outgoing captain of Ogunu Golf Resort who inspired great loyalty and friendship amongst golfers. The resort, which is situated at the heart of the oil-rich city of Warri, Delta State, boasts of a course with breathtaking views and traditional designs, with a challenging yet fair layout that ensures golfers of all categories will enjoy their rounds. The not-so-wide fairways are inviting, but strategically placed bunkers and hazards throughout the course will test even the most seasoned golfers. One particular hole stands out with its stunning aquatic splash and splendor, which sometimes gives a sudden surge of adrenaline in most amateur golfers. This is born out of the fear of incurring a stroke if their balls are unable to go over the water hazard. The greens are meticulously maintained, rolling smooth and true, making for a thoroughly enjoyable putting experience. What happens here daily is what makes the place important. For those looking to improve their game, the course also features a driving range and practice green. After a day out on the course, golfers can unwind with a glass of wine or a chilled bottle of beer and a delicious meal at the clubhouse, which gives an impressive view of the course. Ogunu Golf Resort is the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the city and a must-visit for any golf enthusiast. Playing in Ogunu will make your golfing holiday in Nigeria a golf break you won't forget in a hurry. In fact, the whole environment is a breath of fresh air. The captain and visionary leader, Peters Omaruaye's tenure, saw Ogunu Golf Resort playing host to series of tournaments. NNPC Upstream Golf Tournament had golfers coming from all over the country to participate, including the group managing director, Mile Kolokiari, OFR. The Royal Golf Tournament, which was in commemoration of the first anniversary of the coronation of His Imperial Majesty Ogiame Atuwashe III, the Olu of Warri, was one of a kind. The tournament featured A-list golfers from across the country, with His Imperial Majesty taking the ceremonial tee. The golfing governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, his deputy, Right Honorable Philip Shaibu, Uyi Akbata, Aswe Igodalo, Egbert Imomo, Osage Okumbo, Farida Wada, and Tim Ayomike, just to mention a few, are some of the dignitaries who partake in these tournaments.
We want to do everything we can to attract the right sort of attention to Warri and any avenue necessary. Sports beyond golfing, culture, tourism, investments. As I said, it was all very rushed, very last minute, and yet I am impressed by what I have seen. So I am very happy with what they have done.
Very fantastic course. It's a very great course, and there's no doubt I will come here again to play.
This golf, for as long as I've had my handicap, I've been playing golf for over 21 years. So I've been playing this course, and I can say that this is one of the best times I've seen because the course is playing very well.
His Excellency, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, has this to say about the outgoing captain, Peters Omaruaye.
I mean, it's been quite a remarkable one, very progressive captain. He's been able to put the course back in shape, attract players from the zone and the region, and he's done well. So I wish him well. I wish him success in his future endeavors.
Other major tournaments which feature annually at Ogunu Golf Resort are Egbert Imomos Classic and Omaruaye Golf League. It is often said that golfers set alarms to beep, particularly for these two tournaments. The 2021 Captain's inaugural tournament was two strikes with one pitch. First was to honor the captain, while on the other hand, the captain cashed in on the event to mobilize resources to improve the architectural design of the course. People with good intention make promises, but people with good character keep them. Peters Omaruaye is a man of integrity. During his campaign, he promised to donate a Peruzzi fairway quarter to Ogunu Golf Resort. This pledge has long been redeemed, and the effect is evident on the course. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Peters derives joy in serving both members and guests of Ogunu Golf Resort in different capacities. To ensure constant water supply on the course regardless of the season we are in, Peters sank groundwater systems, otherwise known as boreholes. Functional water sprinklers abound on the course for a hitch-free irrigation. He consolidated the water supply by laying pipes for water reticulation network of 50 meters spacing around the course. These will feed the greens during the dry season for a lush experience. Golf is a game of life, and as golfers, it is natural to experience mood swings between holes. To boost the mood, it is advisable to sit and take a breather to relieve some stress. To this end, Peters constructed some sitting benches at strategic locations on the course. Peters Omaruaye sure has an eye for aesthetics. This perhaps propelled him to undertake an assessment of the course and a careful examination for safety before embarking on excavation and backfilling. With meticulous planning and execution, the result is the hole 15 lake, which was built from scratch. Today, in its magnificence and grandeur, it is known as the signature hole of Ogunu Golf Resort. The groundbreaking and remodeling of hole 4 green is also one of the many achievements of Peters. The name Peters Omaruaye will send shivers to the spines of termites, reptiles, and other pests on the golf course. He came across as an exterminator when he embarked on a seamless fumigation exercise in and around the course. There is but one man that knows the golf course like the back of his palm. His name is Musa Shaibu. Talk about having a round peg in a round hole, as he is the course officer. Shaibu played the role of the legendary and dependable Man Friday for Peters Omaruaye. When he was not physically present, as a team player, Peters ensured that no vacuum was created because the course officer, Musa Shaibu, was always on ground to supervise works on the course. He spoke from his heart.
Working with him for this 2.5 years has been remarkable and fantastic, I must tell you. Captain is somebody who will give you free hands to operate, just to bring out the best in you. And that's what he has done for these 2.5 years, for me, I can tell you. But yes, I handle the projects on the course, and I want to give God all the glory for the success of the project. And I want to also tell you that Captain Peters Omaruaye is someone who we want to see youth grow and have passion for success. Is somebody who is in love, deeply in love with success. And every idea that you are seeing on Ogunu Golf Resort today is idea that he brought from outside. So I want to thank him for allowing God to use him to do what he has done today for Ogunu Golf Resort, Warri. Because Captain Peter Omaruaye has put Ogunu Golf Resort not just on the national golf mapping, but also on the world golf mapping today as it is. Brought what is called WHS, World Handicap System, today to Ogunu Golf Resort, Warri. So it's something that we're very happy, we're grateful for. It's something that we're going to enjoy for the rest of our life. I want to also use this medium to thank Ogunu Golf Resort members who have stood firm behind us all this time. And I also want to thank Captain Peter's friends, those in the diaspora, who have supported the project that we have done this period. Thank you all and God bless you.
Peter Omaruaye is a gentleman. He's a goal-getter, strict to the core, very compassionate all the same. It's been a pleasure working under him as my captain. He has been very resourceful. Under him, we have an avalanche of projects which has never happened here before. We started from scratch, zero, with no support from the course owners. We were able to do everything we've been able to do from members and outside the golf club. I want to say we presented over one of the best gentlemen and women in the whole world as golfers. They've been very supportive. We've always gone back to them. They've never said no to us. So it's been a long journey, but a very interesting one.
Organizing tournaments and kitties is the Herculean task of the competition secretary. Anthony Oviewiski speaks on his experience with the outgoing captain.
Golf is always the winner, like he says. His developmental strides have been almost unmatched. We have an irrigation system that will ensure our course remains green all through the years, even in the heat of the dry season. We have sprinklers and water around the whole course. He built a brand new green. Hole 4 and 11 is very big, the biggest green, about 34 meters long. He's also expanded hole 15 and hole 16. We also have lots and lots of a bench revolution, benches, standard benches around the entire course. Like he says, golf is the winner, and that's what he will be remembered for. The one that brought the Ogunu Golf Course to standard. It was a standard course, but he ensured he brought out the real beauty.
Before now it wasn't nice. We're not too happy with it, but now it's fantastic. I've not seen it in a better form than this more than 10 years. We just pray that we have a captain that will continue with what this captain is doing.
Give kudos to the captain and the members of the ESCO for a job well done. At least you can see that the course is in top shape, and we enjoyed our game today.
Now, to me, this is the best course around this environment right now at this season. I don't think there is a better course right now to play than this Ogunu golf course here.
Peter Omaruaye is indeed a ladies' man. The lady captain, Ochuko Orogun, gushes with enthusiasm.
Generous, charming, open-minded, but can be quite, I wouldn't say stubborn. When he wants something, he wants to get it done. And I like someone with such a spirit. He wants things to be beautiful around him. He wants things to work well for everyone and for himself. And as he puts out, we will surely miss him. But we know that he has to leave to a better place, and we pray that his dream comes true for him. I'll miss you, Peter. He's stylish. I forgot that. Very stylish.
Caddies are an integral part of the golfing experience and have been for centuries. They are often well versed in the intricacies of the course and can offer valuable advice on club selection, distance and strategy. A great number of them are skilled at reading greens and spotting hazards. The captain, who realized that these caddies are invaluable to golfers of all skill levels, from beginners to seasoned pros, decided to boost their morals by muting the idea of a caddy's hut to his friends and associates. The kidding and the outcome, which is amazing, was commissioned today.
The captain has added a lot for the caddies. For example, he has built a new caddy hut, and if you can see where the old caddy hut was, is really close to the green, and it's not really safe because when the player is playing, he can easily miss the ball and come to the direction of the caddies. But with the new one, we are safe, far from the green, and there is no way a ball can get there. And another thing, is a good place because when it's raining, normally for the former one, the caddies get wet. But with this new one, there is no way they can get wet because it's okay and the facilities are very nice. I wish him best of luck in order for him to continue well as he lives.
He's very good. All the caddies like him because he's the captain. He do very well, especially for the higlets and the caddies also. He's even building a caddies hut for the caddies so that we have a place to rest, to be okay, to charge our phone and other things, keeping our golf bag. That is a place he created for us. Thank God for everything he has done for us because he has tried a lot for us. We also recommend him as a captain.
Yeah, the relationship is very cordial with all the staff. We talk to him anytime we feel like talking. We tell him our plight and always respond to us. He's a very receptive man to we the staff that are working with. Personally, he has respected me. He's a role model. Both times when I see him, when I have one or two issues, I ask him, he gives me the solution to it. He's a very good person too.
Peters was vice captain to barrister Teresa Oputu, who did not mince words in his praises.
It is normal for a good father to pray for his kids, to do better than he did. Peters was actually my vice when I was captain, and I'm sure he learned a bit, did some tutelage under me as part of the team, all right. He saw some pitfalls which he learned from, and he's done very well. Things we thought about doing, basically, is what he carried on. The basic thing is, this is an organic environment. It's something that you need to keep tweaking, all right, to improve on the experience. What you meet today, in another year, it is slightly different, which gives it some added pleasure. And he's done very well on that, He's added a few things here and there, a lake, and he's done very well. He's done very well. In terms of percentage, I'll give him an A.
The last time I was here and now, there has been remarkable improvement in the clubhouse and particularly on the course. I can see the good work my brother has done here. In fact, I envy him. I wish I can do this much for my club as well. He's done very, very well.
The two-term outgoing captain of Ogunu Golf Resort, in all humility, is indeed a very grateful man.
It's been very challenging, but I can tell you that God has been faithful. We've achieved things that you only see written in books, fairy tale. So, to sum it up, I think it's like a fairy tale. It's been like a fairy tale, and we cannot thank God enough. Everything has a beginning, there's always an end, but the critical thing is what you do in the intervening period, and it's just been awesome. I know, it's just been awesome. That's what I can say. I wish the club the very best, and I wish the incoming executive the very best. They need to just consolidate on what we have put on ground and I'm sure that God, who took us through, will also take them through, and they will do very well.
Frances Omaruaye, his wife, is happy to have her husband back home.
It's really great to have Peters back home because he's really given his all to this project. I remember when he was going to start, and the first thing I thought about was, oh my God, they are going to get all of my husband, because whenever he puts his mind on something, or whenever he sets his mind to do something, forget it, you will not get him do something else. He's so fixated on 100% service, 100% accountability, and 100% delivery. And I think that's what he's basically done at Ogunu. He gave his all to that project. He brought his network to bear on that project. His family he brought along with him, and his resources went into that project. Honestly, I give God the glory. I am extremely proud of him. And I thank God for all that God used him to do. This is a legacy, and we are proud of that legacy.
There is no denying that Peters Omaruaye is a leader who came, saw, and conquered. His legacies as captain of Ogunu Golf Resort for 2 terms will continue to inspire admiration and debate in time to come.
Audio Jungle.